What's up, you guys? Nicci here, creator of the Glow Code, the online space for around the way girls who are unashamed of the gospel, for the fly girls who walk by faith, the believers and the baddies, the ladies in the place with style and grace, those of us who are living in the light, even though we've made some mistakes. You know who you are. I know who I am. And we know how we get down over here. We keep it savory, but sucker free. Okay. We tell the truth. We in the book, but we keep it all the way 100 over here. So I wanted to come through and talk to you about the post I put up the other day. It was a post intended to encourage you all, specifically women who may be, waiting in life for that thing, that good wine, what you've been waiting for, whether it's a family, whether it's a husband, whether it's a business opportunity, whether it's a career, whatever it may be, that thing that you desire and that you've been praying for and that you've been waiting for, and it looks like everybody else is getting theirs. Girl, I feel you. I'm in the struggle with you. But that post was intended to encourage you that sometimes our Heavenly Father saves the good wine until the end of the wedding. So I encourage you to go take a look at John chapter 2 and read the passage about Jesus's first miracle, changing water into wine. That is where that phrase came from that I posted, where it says, you have kept the good wine until now. And in that passage, what happens is that's the head waiter at the wedding is speaking, and he tastes the water that has been transformed into wine, and he says, this wine is the bomb. Like, most people at their weddings, they give the good wine first and get people drunk and then bring out, the diluted wine so that people don't know the difference. But you have kept the good wine until now. And so the purpose of the post was just to say, no matter how old you are, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, no matter how old you are, no matter how long you've been working, watching, and waiting, it's possible that your Heavenly Father is saving the good wine until now. So be encouraged, don't give up. Don't let nobody out here in these streets make you believe that because you've passed a certain age that you should just go and lay under a tree somewhere and die, that it's over for you. You have no hope. And is it just me? Or does it seem like the age where we're supposed to give up hope just keeps getting earlier and earlier and earlier? It used to be past 40. Then it was past 35. Now they out here talking about past 27. It's too late. Don't believe that. Believe the word. And if you read the word, it's so many examples of men and women who did not reach their peak, who did not receive their mission or their commission until well into their 40s. Some people got it in their 80s and 90s. So I choose to believe the word. Okay. So take that for what you want to take it for. Be encouraged, sisters. I'm trying to stay encouraged with y'all. We gonna get our good wine, but we gonna get it when he get good and gosh darn ready to give it to us. But I just wanted to add a couple points. I went back and read the story, and I think there's some important things that we do not want to miss about this story. Point number one, when it comes to getting your good wine, in the beginning of the story, when Mary is like at the wedding, Jesus is there with him. Jesus is there with her, and the disciples are there too. They run out of wine, and Mary was like, "Oh snap, that's not a good look." And you know how the folks is. Let you run out of some wine or hors d'oeuvres or whatever at the wedding. You're gonna be the talk of the town, and nobody wants that. So Mary's like, "I can't have my family out here looking crazy like this, running out of wine. Like, that's embarrassing. I know you can do something about this. Can you handle it?" And at first, Jesus is like, "Lady, this is not what I came here for. Like, I ain't even supposed to be out. People ain't even supposed to know what I could do yet. Like, can I live?" And Mary is like, tells the servants, "Listen, just do whatever he tell you to do. Whatever he tell you to do it." Okay? And I think that is the important point. The water was not transformed into wine until the instruction was given. Whatever he tells you to do it. So I think the message there for us is, while we are working, watching, and waiting for our good wine, can we be honest with ourselves and, take stock of our lives and our decisions, our choices, our behaviors, and ask ourselves, have we done everything he told us to do? Are we doing whatever he has told us to do? Maybe our wine is held up because we ain't doing every single thing that he told us to do. Maybe we choose, out of the 5 things he told us to do, we're going to do 3.5 and think that's going to be enough. Nope. The word says, Do whatever he tells you to do. So number one, let's just check ourselves, look in our lives, our choices, our decisions, and, be honest with ourselves about whether we are doing whatever he has told us to do. And are we doing anything he told us not to do? Listen, I got to look at my own life. I got some stuff I need to work on, but I could be honest with myself, and I encourage you all to be honest with yourselves. Are you doing everything in whatever he's told you to do? Number one. Number two, toward the end of the story, the head waiter drinks the water that has been turned into wine, and that's when he says, usually at every other wedding, they put out the good wine first and get you drunk so you don't notice that whack wine that y'all like to put out towards the end. But you have kept the best for last. And I think what we can get from that is when the Most High is doing something, it's not going to be like what everyone else does. Just like the head waiter says, everybody else does it that way, but you're doing the exact opposite. And so for those of us who are waiting, working, and watching for whatever it is that we've been praying for and that we desire, we have to be okay with the fact that because we belong to him, because we are his chosen, because we are his elect, what works for everyone else, the way everyone else does it, if the Most High is doing it, chances are it's not gonna be like what everyone else does. In fact, it might be diametrically opposed, the exact opposite of what is conventional, what everyone else is doing. So I know sometimes when you feel like you have been called, when you feel like there's a calling on your life, when you feel like you are a person who is living with the light, sometimes you feel different. Sometimes you feel like, why am I not like everybody else? Why can't I just fit in? And the truth is, you're not supposed to. We're not supposed to. We out here glowing, okay? So when you glow, things might not be conventional. Things might be different than the way they are for everyone else. And we have to be okay with that, and we have to embrace that. And that's the way it's supposed to be. We're supposed to be different. So be different, okay? As long as you're doing everything he told you to do, that difference is going to work towards your good and work in your favor. All right. Number 3, this is the final point I wanted to make. I had heard this story like 1,000 times, but I never paid attention to the fact that I knew that Yeshua or Jesus was at this wedding. And obviously I knew that Mary was at this wedding, Miriam. But I never paid attention to the fact that it also says his disciples were also at this wedding too. They were invited and they were there. And after the water is turned to wine and the head waiter makes the statement about, you have kept the good wine until now, the story ends by saying, and then his disciples believed. It says that was his first, public act, public miracle, and then his disciples believed. And so I think what we can take from that is you might be working, waiting, watching for your good wine. But what we should know is that your good wine is not just for you. When you get your good wine, somebody else is going to believe because of what you experience. Someone else is going to be encouraged to keep waiting, to keep praying, to keep watching, to keep working because of what you receive. Someone else is going to be encouraged by your testimony. Someone else is going to be watching and be encouraged and say, if she could wait, if she could do it, if the Most High came through, even if it was at the end of the wedding, the Most High came through with her good wine, he got me too. So point number 3 was that other people will be blessed. Other people will believe because of your testimony and how you worked, watched, and waited for your good wine. So listen, sisters, I'm in these waiting for the good wine streets with you. I'm out here like, listen, I turned 21 about 21 years ago. Where's my wine? Okay, I would like some of the good wine. I'm out here waiting with y'all. I know the feeling. I know it's tough sometimes. I know it's frustrating sometimes. I know that we are bombarded with so much messaging all the time that could make us want to give up or want to say, okay, well, maybe it's just not in the cards for me, or maybe, that's not for me, or maybe I should just give up and move on. Unless the Most High told you to give up and move on, you probably shouldn't. Unless the Most High told you it's not for you, don't listen. Like, let's encourage one another. Let's stay strong. Let's persevere. And let's stay in our word, because the word is there. And I'm telling you, when you read it, it will give you so much encouragement. It gets your mind right. It keep you from looking over here and over there. This people saying this and them over there saying that. Stay focused. Do whatever he tells you to do. Look forward to other people being blessed by you and your good wine. And understand that things are sometimes going to be different. And they're going to be different because you have a divine assignment and you belong to him. And so things are just going to be different, and you just going to have to be okay with that. Okay? All right. Nicci Page here, creator of the Glow Code. This is the spot for you women like me, you know, like I said, believers and baddies, fly girls walking by faith. Follow the page. Hit the link in my bio, and also go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I'm going to be trying to get more videos up there. Drop a comment. Let me know how you feel. If you are encouraged, if you would like more videos like this, if there are any topics that you would like me to cover. But until then, as we always say here at the Glow Code, know the code, live the code, light the world. I'll see you guys later. Peace.